It's 4th and goal, the final play of the game to win the game. And Tom is that fullback that you give the ball right up the middle. There's only two things you see on the goal line: elbows and assholes. And you know Tom's going to punch it in. So every week is a challenge. Every week, Tom handles that challenge like a true champion. Well, anyways, got some exciting notes to share here. Tom's body is responding like crazy. So he's feeling stronger than ever. His appetite is through the roof, and he's primed and ready to go. Okay, so he's 354 pounds, right up to 354 pounds right now, but he's actually leaner than he was when he was in the 340. So what he's going to do at some point when everything's kind of opened up there is he's going to do a DEXA scan and see exactly where he's at to have a true metric for everybody. But he's definitely leaner now in the 340s than he was. I mean, at 354 than he was in the 340s. So diet wise, we'll go into it. We'll have another one where Tom does an update again on his diet, but he's up to 11,000 calories a day now. It's a lot of food, and this is not, it's one thing if you're eating that much food. You're going to Waffle House for breakfast, the Chinese buffet for lunch, and then whatever your drive-through choice on the way home, then Dairy Queen for dessert. It's still hard to get 11,000 calories that way. It's very, very, very difficult when they're high-quality, nutritious, clean foods. So he had a slight strain in his right abductor. So this week, instead of doing all of his tempo runs, he did some work on the assault bike intervals, but he's all good. And the tricep is feeling great, coming along there. So Tom's making great progress there. So some of the breakthroughs he had this week were he went 100 feet on his front carry with 675 pounds. That is huge. So he carried that 100 feet. A lot of times when people are talking about these front carries, you watch videos on Instagram, they might be doing close to that much weight. Usually not. They're going 20 feet, not 100 feet. Went 873 on the yoke for 90 feet this week. Getting that neck work a lot stronger too. So doing 100 pounds for 22 reps. And that is on the neck extensions. He can do a lot more weight than that, but we're not, the objective here is not to get hurt. It is to be a tactical athlete. He's going to move like he's 50 pounds lighter than he is. He functions like he's 50 pounds stronger than he is. He is conditioning like he's 50 pounds lighter. So interesting story about Tom when we were over there in Australia for the Jailhouse Strong Tactical Hypertrophy. One of the events was a hiking in the mountains and meditating in a cave. Well, anyways, on the hike up in the mountains, it was amazing the kind of conditioning Tom has. At altitude, no breaks, just smoked that. So one of the other exercises we've done here is to help with Tom's tricep is the Triceps Ladder there. You saw he gets 100 reps. So you start off at a lower height, go to failure, and then you keep increasing that height until you reach 100 reps. That's been tremendous in getting some great blood flow to his triceps. Here, Tom is playing tug of war with his dog. Not only is this great exercise for the pooch, this is building Tom's neck. It's again a win-win situation. Some other breakthroughs Tom had this week was on the Hatfield squats, 625 pounds for 8 reps at an RP of 8. So that means he feels he could have hit 2 to 3 more. He had 2 to 3 more reps left in the tank. We also got Tom to the box jumps talk, get some good explosive work in this week with the box jumps. Otherwise, what else has been helping Tom's chest development? So obviously, there's many different ways to work the chest, and contrary to what some people say, there are many other ways outside of the bench press to build a massive chest. So one of those is even more of an isolation exercise you saw Tom doing earlier in the video. That is the chain fly. What's the beautiful thing about the chain fly? In your most weakest, most vulnerable position, the chain unloads on the bottom. But as you lift that weight up, link by link by link, that chain comes off the ground, making it much more difficult. So where you're strongest, that chain has come off the ground to accommodate that. So the strongest point, the chain is the furthest off the ground, overloading the entire range of motion. So obviously with a dumbbell fly, you usually only overload the bottom stretch position. With a cable fly, you get that nice peak contraction, but not a whole lot at the bottom. The chain fly works that in its entirety. So great work, Tom. Have a big update coming. My apologies on the delay here. And here we go. Thank you.